I wanna linger a little longer, a little longer here with you. Have you ever found a magical place or a group that just makes you feel completely loved, accepted, and celebrated for who you are? Have you felt surrounded by others that lift you up so much you just want to say, Zowie, what a group? Maybe this is how you feel when you're spending time with your best friends or your fellowship group at church, or maybe here amongst our incredible Toastmasters group. I am so lucky to have experienced this awesome sense of belonging at my favorite place, at Camp Shagabec in Cypress Hills, Saskatchewan. When I take a deep breath, all of those great memories come flooding back in. Come on, I'll take you there for just a moment. Close your eyes and imagine the cool forest air on your face, the crackling sounds from the fire pit hitting your ears, and the gentle swish, swish, swish of the lodgepole pines in the distance. Imagine hugging your arms around yourself tight, swaddling in a cozy fleece blanket. Maybe your bum is starting to feel a little numb from sitting on a hardy log bench that holds you and your friends. And your heart will give anything to stay right here at summer camp forever, inhaling the smoke-tinged fresh air and listening to 50 voices chant and song together. It's such a perfect night. It doesn't feel quite right. That this should be my last with you. I attended camp as a camper, then a counselor, and then a board member from the ages of 5 to 25. When I think about my last volunteering experience, my last real time at camp, I don't have memories of sadness or feeling heartbroken. The last time I went, I was pregnant and old, as the kids say, and adult commitments were calling my names. I remember feeling just as much joy and light in my heart as I ever did in that place. I owe many thanks to wonderful leaders who kept up building up the energy and showing us how to keep it going for ourselves and others. The more I look back, the more grateful I am for all the lessons I learned on these lush green acres. I grew an awful lot of myself at my favorite place. And come September, I will remember my camping days and friendships true. As a kid with not many friends at school, Shagabec was my saving grace for peer connection and bonding. Honestly, some days I wonder if I would be the person I am today, or even if I would be here today if I hadn't gone to camp. Year after year, I yearned for the familiar faces to look forward to and leaders to look up to every summer. At camp, it didn't matter what town you came from, or what team you cheered for, or what religion you practiced. The walls were leveled, hearts were opened, and here we are at camp. The friendships I made were precious, and most of them are now eternal. Shagabackers are my people. We are connected at the soul and by the loving phrase, Zowie, which just happens to be our amazing over-the-top epic word for awesome. From generation to generation, Camp Shagabec has a tradition of making every single child, teen, volunteer, and staff member feel incredibly special. It's the kind of love I aspire to spread to everyone I meet. And as the years go by, I'll think of you inside. This is good night and not goodbye. Aging out of Camp Shagabec was one of the hardest things I had to do, and it's just hitting me now that my summers at camp could very well be behind me. Maybe in the future, I'll free up a week or two to be a camp medic or assistant cook, but in the meantime, I think I'll live vicariously through my children as they grow through camp. I will send them there always so they can learn the magic of loving one another, finding their own sense of spirituality amongst the pines, and building their own lifelong friendships next to the campfire. Just like me, they're going to read the gospel according to the Simpsons in their teens, of course, and they're going to experience cookies before breakfast on a hike at dawn. And they'll sing, I guess nobody like us. We are the kids at Shagabec at the top of their lungs until you can hear it echoing throughout the forest. I know in my heart they will be loved and learn to love as I did. So Toastmasters, have you felt this kind of song before in your heart? I wish for you to find or fondly remember the places where your soul wishes to linger. I hope everyone here gets to feel unapologetically loved and adored for the people you are, because each of you are special, deserving, and one of the kind. Thanks for taking this emotional journey with me back to Camp Shagabec, my favorite place in the whole wide world. I wanna linger a little longer, a little longer here with you.